What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to the latest Liverpool transfer news, and I wanted to give you an update on what is happening with the Naby Fekir transfer, the Naby Fekir deal. Could it still happen or not? Will it happen after the World Cup? I will give you a detailed analysis of the situation in this video, so if you enjoy these transfer news updates, please leave a like, it really helps me out, and subscribe with post notifications on so you never miss a future upload. David Maddock, who is working for the Daily Mirror in England, is a very reliable journalist. He tweeted that the deal for Naby Fekir is not dead. Liverpool, apparently according to him, wanted to restructure terms to reflect issues with the medical, because we know 100% that something came up in the medical, which of course Liverpool requested a second opinion from a different doctor, an independent doctor, to see if Fekir is worth signing or not. And I think Liverpool hesitated a lot when this medical issue came about, because there are a lot of factors that you have to take into account. If a player breaks down 1.5 years or 1 year or 2 years after he signed, and he signs a 5-year contract, then what? Then what Liverpool do? And of course, you have to insure the Liverpool player. If Fekir would have signed, the insurance company maybe wanted a huge fee to insure Naby Fekir's knee because of this medical issue. So there are a lot of factors, and Liverpool didn't comment actually what was the real reason why they pulled out of the Naby Fekir deal. But of course, with the World Cup being so close, I think negotiations will resume after the World Cup, because Lyon said that, and also the France national team said that there can be no negotiations during the World Cup, and that makes sense. David Maddock says that the French Lyon president Jean-Michel Aulas is a notoriously tough negotiator, refusing so far to budge on an agreed deal. Fekir still wants to sign for Liverpool, and talks will resume after the World Cup. This is what David Maddock is saying. He is also saying that the Lyon president had no risk in calling a halt to negotiations. A deal wouldn't be completed during the World Cup anyway, just as I previously said. Talks can be resumed afterwards, which I'm really encouraged about, because Fekir is our marquee signing. He would be an absolutely incredible player. And David Maddock says, and this is very important, that one side must compromise. Will Liverpool compromise and maybe, you know, offer Lyon still a big amount of money, but maybe insert some bonuses? So if Fekir breaks down and if he can't play a whole host of games for Liverpool every season, then maybe we don't have to pay as much money for him. I think that would be a sensible option in my opinion. Let's say, you know, there will be tiers, so if Fekir plays like 20 games a season, we pay Lyon this amount. If Fekir plays 30 games a season, we pay Lyon a bigger amount of money. And if Fekir plays 40 or even 50 games, then more and more money should exchange hands and go to Lyon. That's what I would do, and that's what the deal that I would make with Lyon, and we shall wait and see whether they will accept that or not. And some Liverpool fans questions like how can Fekir not be fit when he has played for Lyon for 2 seasons and he's about to play in the World Cup? And Melissa Reddy, another very reliable journalist who is working for Go.com and all the other newspapers, she said that there is a huge difference between a match fitness assessment and a medical before spending millions on a player in a long-term deal, because Fekir can be past fit to feature in games because there is no current problem, but still have an underlying issue that makes it very risky for a club to invest over the years. Because you have to take into account that we would have paid £53 million for Fekir, plus about £30 million across 5 years for his contract. So that means that it's an £80 million transfer in total, if you take into account wages as well as the transfer fee for Liverpool. And if Fekir really has a knee that is a high risk and it could break down in 1 season or in 2 seasons, and he could maybe deteriorate in quality, or he could be out for 6 months or a full season because of this knee issue, then Liverpool have to think twice whether it is worth it to sign him or not. I still would take the risk, but of course Liverpool have to be sensible about this. And as Melis already said herself, that Liverpool hesitated a lot in this deal after that knee issue came up. So David Maddock also said that Liverpool's current position as the things stand is that there will be no deal. That implies Lyon must change for Fekir to get his move. He still wants Liverpool, Fekir, and that's a very important factor in the negotiations. Remember Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, he wanted to sign for Liverpool instead of Chelsea. Remember Van Dijk, he wanted to sign for Liverpool instead of Manchester City. Remember Naby Keita, he also wanted to sign for Liverpool, and he couldn't straight away, but somehow in the negotiations they agreed the deal that he will sign for Liverpool 1 year down the line. And I think there could be something like this happening with this Naby Fekir deal. I'm not saying that we will sign Fekir 1 year later, but what I'm saying is we can somehow work out some kind of a deal where both Liverpool and Lyon will be happy, and ultimately if Fekir wants to sign for Liverpool, that will be a huge factor in this deal, because he will push in the background, push through with Lyon, with the Lyon president, and tell them over and over again that yes, I want to go to Liverpool, and let's do a deal with Liverpool because I won't sign for anybody else. And what is also important to note is that Fekir only has 2 more years left on his contract, basically, which means if Lyon don't sell him right now, they will lose an awful lot of money for Naby Fekir, because next year with Naby Fekir only having 1 year left on his contract, he will be able to sign for any club for a cut price deal. And even if Lyon don't sell him then the next season he can go for absolutely nothing to any club in the world. So Lyon knows this, and I think Fekir won't extend his contract. He wants to go on and achieve some greatness in the football world, and I think he wants to sign for a big club like Liverpool. My only worry is, what if Liverpool deem this knee injury to be too high risk to pay the money what Lyon want, and maybe another club like Chelsea or Man United come in and sign Fekir. For one thing, I would be just heartbroken for Fekir, who wanted to sign for Liverpool and now he could play for our rivals Man United or Chelsea. If Fekir's knee holds up and he signs for a rival club, imagine him banging in 30 goals for Man United next season, and Liverpool just that would be just the most painful thing ever for a Liverpool fan, because we already saw Naby Fekir in the Liverpool shirt. I can't stress this enough, how heartbreaking that is if he signs for a rival club. We already saw Naby Fekir, because he made an interview with LFC TV, which of course wasn't released, but the picture was leaked about that interview, and we saw him in a Liverpool shirt. So now that the deal has fallen through, I think it's heartbreaking. So David Maddock thinks that it's time to negotiate a new position for both clubs, and because Fekir still wants Liverpool, there are still 2 months left before the transfer window closes and the Premier League begins. Roughly 2 months until the Premier League begins. That's an awful lot of money. Yes, the next month it will be the World Cup, and I'm planning to do some really awesome World Cup videos for you guys, so stay tuned for that. But I think that this deal could still happen, but there should be and must be a compromise. Liverpool should maybe do a different deal with Lyon which pleases most parties. I'm not sure how they could do it, but I'm sure that Jurgen Klopp can work it out. But another factor that could be why this transfer will happen after the World Cup is because of Lyon being a publicly listed company, and they have shares in the stock market. If the Naby Fekir deal goes through after July the 1st, it will count towards the accounts of next season, so the 2018-2019 season. And Jean-Michel Aulas, the Lyon president, wants to keep his job as a president, and he needs to show profit for every season, and Lyon already are showing profit for the 2017-2018 season. Next season, if Lyon sell Fekir for £53 million, and that those £53 million will count towards next season accounts, that would mean that Lyon will be profitable next season as well, and they don't really need to sell any other big players apart from Nabil Fekir. Also, what I'm really gutted about is that Atletico Madrid and Monaco announced that they reached a preliminary agreement for the transfer of Thomas Lemar. You know that we bid for Thomas Lemar a huge amount on deadline day last summer, but Thomas Lemar had an awful season for Monaco. He didn't even get close to the goals and assists amount that he did in the season before last season. So Liverpool didn't go in for Thomas Lemar, and I'm gutted about that, because Thomas Lemar, I think, is a very young player. That's why he's sometimes inconsistent, but under Jurgen Klopp he could have developed into a world-class winger, and now he will play for Atletico Madrid. And honestly, if Thomas Lemar is good for Atletico Madrid, he is good for Liverpool, because Atletico Madrid, who have won the Europa League, they have been to Champions League semi-finals, Champions League finals. And I'm just gutted because Thomas Lemar would cost about the same amount of money as Nabil Fekir, and we let this player slip through and go to another big club in Europe. And I would have loved to see Thomas Lemar at Liverpool, but of course I will trust Jurgen Klopp's and Liverpool's judgment. I really hope that we get this transfer in the route right. It's a crucial time, because all the other big clubs in England will strengthen, all the other big clubs in Europe will strengthen, and Liverpool have to strengthen as well. We already signed Naby Keita and Fabinho, which is brilliant, but not enough. We need two more forward players. I think either Fekir and Shaqiri, or somebody else like Draxler and Shaqiri would make sense, and I really hope that Liverpool do it and sign more big players, because we need to compete with the big boys. We need to compete with the likes of Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Manchester City, Manchester United. That's where Liverpool should be aiming for. That's the kind of squad that we should be building. But I'm sure that Jurgen Klopp is trying his best. So let's hope that we can sign Fekir after the World Cup. Really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I'll spend a lot of time doing research for you guys. I really hope that this comes through in the videos and you guys appreciate it. Thanks for watching. See you later, guys. Goodbye.